Hey, welcome to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. We're going to look today at verses 6, 7, and 8. Remember him before the silver cord is broken and the golden bowl is crushed. The pitcher by the well is shattered, and the wheel at the cistern is crushed. Then the dust will return to the earth as it was, and the spirit will return to God who gave it. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher, all is vanity. All right, so 6, 7, and 8 today. Yes, and it talks here about all these pictures, these images of death. Okay, the shattered bowl, the shattered pitcher, and so forth, right? And then it gives us the formula that Mary Shelley needed when they wrote the book Frankenstein, right? How do you make a person? Frankenstein says you take all the cadaver parts and you mix in this magic fluid, and you basically get this nasty creature. God shows us in Genesis 2:7, mentioned it yesterday morning, how a person is made. In Ecclesiastes 12:7, right here today in our 3 verses, tells you how you unmake a man. What happens when a person dies? And we see that in Ecclesiastes 9, the dead don't know anything, they're not conscious, there's nothing they do in the grave. Here we see in our verses here today that the dust goes back to the ground, the breath goes back to God, the breath, wind, spirit, same word, it all goes back to God who gave it. And so basically man kind of stops existing. But God has a perfect memory. He knows who you are, and He's going to put you back together. The Bible tells us in Revelation 20 how God will bring together again all those. There's going to be a day when every human being who's ever lived will all be alive again. We're coming up, there's 2 resurrections. And we're going to be all around on the planet again. Some will be in the New Jerusalem, according to Revelation 20. Some will be outside the walls. We want to be inside the walls because those outside the walls sort of get the final piece. But what we have here is a picture of when you die, there's no more. The judgment, it's kind of, your life is over. You've made your moral choices. Your character is formed. You have been what you chose to be, and God offers along the way that He'll transform us, He'll change us. Why wouldn't we take Him up on His offer? If somebody offered you eternal life, why wouldn't you be the first guy in line saying, yes, I'm ready, I'm right here, tell me what we're doing next? Why wouldn't you be like that? So we want to be right, we want to be on God's team, we want to be doing God's plan. We want to receive the blessings He has for us. So yes, there's a quality of life issue at the end of life. People die, but some of us will be alive when Jesus comes. I guess that's another story. Go to my, I've got a series, I did a whole series of videos on 1 Thessalonians, the book of 1 Thessalonians, Paul's writing, and you'll find several morning devotionals in there, the whole book. And there's definitely some business in there, especially clear to us about the second coming. And we're really excited about that. That is a precious thing. But here at Ecclesiastes, more death. By the way, we also get the last piece here about vanity of vanities. Everything is vanity. Everything is breath, hevel, wind. We talked about at the beginning. Here's the last statement because we're wrapping up the book here. Ecclesiastes is almost done. And he finishes all this stuff he's talked about for us these last 80 or 90 or 100 days or thereabouts. And what? Finally, he says again at the end, everything is vanity. Everything is wind. It's breath. It's here. It's gone. So make the most of our breath that God gives us. And remember the 2 choices we have. Life under the sun, life without God. I'm just going to be kind of like a bug that's really excited and do the things that bugs do. Or I realize I'm made by God, I'm designed for holiness, I'm designed for joy, I'm designed for social connection, companionship with God and with my fellow creatures. And so, make your choice. I think I've got that one figured out. So, all right, let's carry on here tomorrow morning. Next couple of mornings we'll finish up the book. It's beautiful out here now in Michigan. It's over 70 degrees and the season has changed. I don't think there'll be any more snow for many, many months. And so we're real pleasant going ons here, and want to make the most of the life that God has given us and live it as though we received counsel and insight from the wise man himself, Solomon. So these 100 or so devotional videos. All right, let's put in a note at verses 6, 7, and 8. Vanity of vanities. Well, okay, this was the last vanity of vanities. Breath, wind, vapor, a gasp. This life is speedy. It happens fast. Life is speedy. It's over before you realize it. And so, what are we going to do about that? We want to be right with God. We are subject to death because we're living in a world with sin impacting it. Sin, of course, or death is not natural. Death is unnatural. 1 Corinthians 15:26, we learn that death is an enemy. Revelation 21, verse 4, we learn that the last enemy that will be destroyed is death. Death is called an enemy repeatedly in the Bible. And yet here we have the fact that we're subject to death. All right, so this life we have our beautiful opportunities to find the better plan, to be on God's plan. And if we try to live life without God, that's going to mean what? That's going to be life as a breath, a gasp, and then there would be nothing. So let's seek to be right with God, and God will bless that. He will. There's more to life than life under the sun, as Ecclesiastes would say. All right.